Drafts Championships, Jack Francis has his sights set on winning the World 3-Move qualifier later this year. Francis and Ronald Suki King recently represented Barbados at the Don Lafferty 3-Move Restriction Nationals in Kentucky, USA. And that event ran from July 23rd to 27th, with Francis finishing 8th, while King won the bronze medal. Francis blamed his performance on a lack of preparation in the 3-move style in the lead-up to the championship.
August National Championship somewhat hampered the time frame that I wanted to really put in place or implement to prepare myself for that US National. This was a restriction system because the schedules were closely fitted. So I thought that the fact that they were closely fitted, that you would have had enough time to put a necessary game plan in place. So hence that kind of performance. But I would say that the performance was somewhat commendable because I only lost 3 matches, and those 3 matches were to potential world champions, which were Alex Moiseev, Suki King, and the South African Condor. I won 2 matches, and I drew 7.
Well, the winner of the 3-move World Qualifier, which is also slated for Kentucky from November 13th to 16th, earns the right to play Italian Michel Borghetti for the world title in 2015. I
think that my chances are exceptionally well right now because the groove I'm in, the kind of preparation I've already started, and the fact that there is no more goals apiece on the Barbados format right now. That certainly is ample time. 3 months is ample time for me to put everything, game plan and so on into perspective. So I think that come November, I will certainly be there with the leaders and certainly have an outstanding chance of winning the 3-move restriction qualifier.
Well, it's on to the St. Kitts leg tomorrow in this year's Caribbean Premier League T20 Championship, which means this is the final lap with qualification to the playoffs secured. This is now the time for the Barbados Tridents to get all the areas correct if they are to go all the way. And CBC's Sean Green gives us his view.
As it currently stands, the Tridents are at the top of the bottom half of the standings. Having the same status as the Guyana Amazon Warriors on 8 points from 7 games, the Warriors are carrying a better net run rate than the Tridents. Both teams have won their 4 games and lost 3. And now the Tridents have to bring a different game plan if they have to lift the title for the very first time. Deemed as a well all-round side under the leadership of skipper Kyron Pollard, the Tridents must focus on a strategy to get around the top 3 teams who have dealt them their 3 losses this season: the Trinidad and Tobago Red Steel, the Jamaica Tallawahs, and the Warriors. The Tridents have shown their dominance over the Antigua Hawksbills and seem to have a victory card over the St. Lucia Zooks. Dwayne Smith is needed to continue his Kensington Oval form, where he slammed not 1 but 2 centuries. And when you look at the team, it has the ability to defeat any other side. The guys just need to focus on strengthening their weak areas. And yes, we have a resource tank to pull from in other players on the reserve list. But do we really want to take that risk at this stage of the competition? It's about time that Shane Dowich pull his weight and help take some of the pressure off Smith at the top. He has a top score of 37 with a total of just 93 runs off 103 balls in his 7 games. The skipper Pollard is also under the microscope and still owes the fans something to cheer about, having only 1 good inning so far. I believe in giving everyone a fair share, but they have to prove they deserve it. And all they need to do is settle and focus on destroying their opponents. From here on, the Barbados-based team has to ensure that all areas are more than 100% headed into this do-or-die phase, and they have to take it all the way.
Well, thanks, Sean. The coverage of tomorrow's games begins at 4 p.m. with Ghana Amazon Warriors against Antigua Hawksbills. Then at 8 p.m. it'll be the Tridents versus Trinidad and Tobago Red Steel. Both games will be live on TV8 and 94.7 FM. Sean Simpson tallied 17 points to lead 4 players in double-figure scoring as Barbados men outlasted Suriname in Pool B at the 15th Caribbean Volleyball Championship. 10-time winners Barbados beat their opponents 25-12, 25-18, 26-28, 25-15 at the Jean-Pierre Complex in Trinidad last night. The left-handed Simpson was almost unstoppable with 16 kills, while veteran Fabian Cox added 14, Amoniki with 13 and Akeem Payne 11. The commanding victory was accomplished in 1 hour 41 minutes. Overall, the well-balanced Barbadian lineup proved too much for their opponents, outscoring them 51-36 on spikes, 7-2 on service aces, while only committed 23 errors to their rivals' 35. What is expected to be the Pool B decider between TNT and Barbados is scheduled for 8 p.m. tonight. There are mixed reviews from the athletes who returned home yesterday from the 20th Commonwealth Games in Scotland. Some were pleased with their showing, having performed at their best, while others were very disappointed. Among them was weightlifter Yvonne McNee, who heading into the games was seen as a clear medal contender.
I basically ran out of steam coming down to the end of the competition, because I was mainly concerned about making sure I catch my weight and stuff, so I didn't consume enough carbs and stuff. So in the clean and jerk section, I just basically ran out of energy. Actually, I was ranked #1, so coming back without anything at all, you know what I mean? And the weight that I started the clean and jerk at, it was I don't ever miss that weight. Not even if I'm sick, I miss that weight. So it was all I had to do was get that weight. Even if I had gotten that, I would have gone to silver. But I guess it wasn't supposed to happen.
In terms of the team tournament, we were in a group with Malaysia, which is the #1, and Sri Lanka. Although we knew we were coming against the top players, we still put forward our best. We were able to show them that although we weren't seeded as high as them, that we can still give a fight. We were able to have long rallies with them, which was very commendable for our team. In terms of the individuals, myself and Dakil, we got to round 2 in the singles. In the mixed doubles, both teams got through to the second round as well. And in the doubles, unfortunately, we didn't get past the first round. But although we didn't get past the first round, we were able to put forward our best.
Well, the experience was grand. I mean, in the rugby part of it, we competed against the world's #1 seed, and they've been there for a while, and they got took out, but it was great just to be on the field with that caliber of player and keeping up and actually teaching them something, and they're teaching us something. Just goes to show that we could do it just with a bit more, you know.
What are some of the things that you've learned that you know how to make our team better? There's a formula for every game and for every aspect of the game on the field, and just sticking to that formula and trusting in what it means and what it can do will just get us a lot further next time.